Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryu Gozor. I'm here again for April for my builds. Just want to say, hope everyone's doing well in quarantine. Kind of sucks that we all have to social distance and stay inside. However, I hope you're all enjoying the now free time to play StarCraft 2. I told a lot of people that I would be uploading videos for April that would be very helpful for TvP and TvT. The TvZ one this month won't be anything spectacular. However, if you were looking for a pretty good build for TvP, this is what I would recommend as the best standard build. Like, if you're just looking to grind out one thing, stick to this, you'll see a lot of success. Anyways, let's get started. This is just a very basic Rax first build off of a 3 Minedrop. It's very similar to the first ever video I made on this channel, except this is just a better version of it. So I am experiencing a little bit of frame lag here. I have to check something a little bit. Maybe in the next video, or a second take. If you see this take, I guess I didn't do a second take. Anyways, I'm going to cover a couple things here. So number one, in TvP, people are finding out that doing a Rax scout over a 17 scout or 18 scout is better in the matchup currently. So if you don't know how to do that scout, basically you take this SCV right here, and you rally it to their base, and then at 19 out of 23, you rally a worker over here. So it should look like this. Orbital, this guy goes over here. The general timing should be at like 220, I think it is. If you see a Cyber core, that's how you know it's Cyber first. And then at 220, if it's like a Nexus, then Nexus first, so on. If I recall. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and place the depot here next. Remember to send your Reaper out. Because it's again versus the AI, I usually don't send on my Reaper. So here you can see at 2 minutes you would see a Nexus. Well, 220, sorry. And then you're going to rally this SCV here, this next one, to the factory, or to build the factory. This SCV wants to get home. After the factory's down, you're going to start a gas. And you can make a bunker with this SCV if you'd like. However, bunker seems to have fallen out of the meta as of late. So, one more Marine, and then you're going to make a reactor. And you just kind of keep chilling for now. You can put this factory a little bit in the back if you'd like here, and then starport here. If you kind of want to confuse the depths or a probe that come in. But anyways, let's continue just jamming. So, we're going to go for a starport and a Widow Mine here. Orbital right away, drop your depot, make your 2 Marines. Now, there are many ways to do this build, mainly in how you cut Marines. I think, and my personal coach who helps me, Jehefe, has recommended me that you just don't cut Marines, as it's a little bit safer. So for this variation of the build, you're just going to keep making Marines non-stop. Now you're going to see here, we're going to reach about 38 supply. Right here is when you drop a depot. Another way of thinking of it is as you drop the mule on this CC right here. Okay, send this guy down here, start a starport, medevac, not a starport, and another Widow Mine. Keep making Marines. Oops, almost killed my own SCV there. And you're going to grab an SCV here, and you're going to make a barracks 1 here. And in a couple seconds, another one right here. SCV, SCV, Marines. Okay, tech lab here. Another depot right here. And a tech lab here. And you're just going to send this medevac into their main base. This medevac is used both for scouting and for just general harassment. It's kind of like an honesty check. You can leave it in the open space if you think they're going blink, and your Reaper did scout that. It's kind of a way to keep them at home. Like, if they're blink and they go across the map, then they don't have anything, you know, to hold off the Widow Minedrop. So you're also going to start an eBay and your next gas. We're going to do reactor here, and you're going to land these 2 barracks. Stim right away. 2 Marauders, 2 Marines. And you're just going to go for it. Drop your mines. Keep making depots. Start your +1. When you can get your combat shields. And around 5 minutes, you're going to take your next gas. 2 more Marines. You're going to start your double medevac up here first. So let's go ahead and get that going. Keep making depots. At this point, you want to make 2 depots at a time, and you want to make 2 more workers. Start up the next medevac. Let's get these 2 marauders going. Now, the timing with this build that we're trying to hit is at 6:45. We want to have 4 medevacs, 4 mines, and we want to hit a push at their 3rd base. Again, 6:45 is the timing to reach here. So just keep making units. We can cut SCVs here because we have 2 building depots. And 16 on 16. Keep making marauders. Keep making marines. Keep dropping mules. Keep making medevacs. 2 more mines. And you can kind of see already how the build's like kind of going to line up here. So this guy right here is going to make 1 more depot, and then after that he's going to go to the 3rd base. Actually, this guy right here is going to go straight to the 3rd base once he's done. And once these medevacs are out, you're going to head over to their side. Remember to start concussive. Keep dropping your mules. Send this guy over to the 3rd. Now, usually you would have lost this medevac. It's cool if you kept it alive. You're going to start rallying your units here, and we should reach their 3rd base by 6:45. Start your 3rd. Again, you don't need SCVs. Just keep making units. I'm going to pause real quick right here. One of the tricks you can do is you're going to make more units here, 2 mines and another 2 medevacs. If you take 2 of the marauders from your push and you send them to the ramp where these 2 on screen currently are, you can have a perfect drop, and this will come out when the 2 medevacs are there. It'll fill up perfectly, and you can drop in their natural. This is a nice follow-up to your initial timing. So we didn't do it this game, doesn't really matter too much. But if you like a perfect timing and you like a really clean drop that'll do lots of damage at the natural, because on this map that's where you would send it, you can do the main if you'd like. That's a way to optimize it. So let's unpause in 3, 2, 1. Gonna start up our next units here. Oh, I think we're missing 2 of the mines. Oh, no, we got all 4 here. Yep, 4. Okay, and you can see we're arriving there just at about 6:45. Now we're going to start our +1 armor, and we're going to start more depots. And we're also going to build 2 more barracks here, just at the 7-minute mark, or just before it. Okay, keep making your units. You can see here, like I said, your 2 medevacs would be coming out. And you can see that's 1, 2, yeah, we're about 1 marauder short. And now this would go into the natural like so. Keep making depots. Keep making SCVs. Keep making units. Generally, just keep your production going on here. And with your push, you just want to kind of like go for a big fight. With 4 medevacs, your army is really sustained. Just lots of things you can do with it, really. Okay, right about here, once we have the perfect number, about 6 medevacs, which we have about, I think, 7 or 9 here, then you can begin going into a Ghost Academy, your add-ons on your barracks, and you want to start making Vikings off of this starport, up to about 6 of them. Remember your drop over here. Keep making units. Keep making Vikings. And right about here, you're going to start another engineering bay, and you're going to start an army. Now pay attention to the video in this part. Your next timing is going to be with +2/+2, 5 ghosts, and 6 Vikings. And it's going to be hitting their main base. So let's quickly take all of our stuff back, you know, just send it home. And let's focus on the macro here.
Add-on is up and running.
You're not going to start your ghosts just yet, or your ghost upgrades, and for good reason. We're going to wait until our +2/+2 starts. And when it does, you can maybe start this upgrade in your Vikings. But when it starts, we want to grab our +2/+2, and as we grab our +2, we're going to take our double gas right here. Remember to start your +2/+2 first.
That'll cost more minerals than we have.
Keep rallying your workers here. So get ready, we're going to have +2/+2. So +2/+2, we don't want any armory upgrades just yet. Okay, and now, with our next gas, you can see this is where we start our ghosts up. So you're going to focus on Marines and Vikings, and Ghosts.
That's going to require more gas.
We're going to make 2 more SCVs, because we're going to be saturated. Remember to keep making depots. Keep making your ghosts. If you need to make units, you can make marauders. Try to maintain a minimum of 4 to 6 whittle mines. Here you can see we already have like 8. Plus, you know, the extras here. Make 2 more Vikings. And 2 more ghosts. And once we have those 2 ghosts out, we should be good to go. You can start your 4th base. You could have probably started it about 15 seconds earlier, to be completely honest. But we're just going vicariously, so... I think I used the word wrong, possibly. Either way, you guys get the idea. We're just trying to reach that ideal 2-2 timing. So here you can see we're going to have 6 Vikings. These are to help with the Colossus, and we should have 5 ghosts. And these ghosts will make it easier to deal with anything, say, like High Templar, Mass Gate, just in general. EMP is really good right now. Now you can start your +1 ship weapons. You can transition here, another starport, and 8 barracks. If you don't have them already, you can start up some missile turrets, like so. Okay, and we can start moving out. Whoops, didn't mean to send that mule there. Okay, and now, like I said, you have all these ghosts. You have a really well-rounded and strong army. You can see EMP is pretty good here. This will help you fight the Colossus, even if it's in low number. The ghosts, there's not much to say here. This is just a really well-rounded army. You guys get the idea. Remember to start your 3-3 right away. Your upgrades in TvP, the faster you can get them, the better. Of course, we wouldn't be maxed and floating this much, but because we didn't really lose units to the AI, it kind of looks like this. So the next thing we want to do is also, you know, hit our timing, which is right here with 2-2. You can maybe slow it down a little bit. You probably will have to, because you won't max out as fast, you know, just because you'll be trading units. But you kind of get the idea here with the build. This main timing right here is what you're going for after that initial 645 and follow-up medevac push here. Now you may be asking yourself, what is the transition? Reactor here, 2 more tech labs and a reactor, and you're going to go Viking, Liberator, Ghost into Turtle. If you're ahead, you can try to spam out Bio and Libs to close the game, but otherwise you just kind of want to Turtle and keep securing bases with Viking, Ghost, Lib. So I would spam CCs when you can against Protoss, because they will be back to haunt you. Make sure you get your Liberator range. Maybe we can start up a 3rd starport. And I like to start up extra CCs just in case, if I'm floating. But yeah, so just again, let me recap. You want 6 medevacs, we have 8 here, again because we didn't lose the initial mine drop medevac, we made 2 extra, just as a general reference. You want 5 ghosts, we're missing 1, 4 to 6 widow mines, we have a little too many here, it's fine, and 6 Vikings. And this should be the army that you want. Also, sensor towers. In the late game, try to play through your minimap. Your eyes should always be on the minimap, and let's say we have our forces scattered. So, let's say we have an army here, and we have an army here. We should be able to quickly get to it by clicking on the minimap here, box, you know, A-click, grab, move over here. See how I'm clicking on the minimap? If we want to get to a base over here. And we also watch the minimap so nothing can hit us from here. This is the way you kind of want to be playing late game, so try to get used to playing the late game via your minimap. Okay, another reactor here. Take your base. Anyways, that's it for this TvP build. Stay tuned for the TvT one. Thank everybody for your continued support. Hope you guys are all doing well during the quarantine. I'm Ryugo Zarar. Literally ask me any questions in the comments. But I'll catch you guys later. Till then.